Oh, I've been had. What an idiot. I'm so dumb. What's happening, people? My name is Robbie and today we are back for another reaction video. I've discovered that CNBC now have a new series, not Millennial Money, but Gen Z Money. This could be interesting. Millennials are now... Am I a millennial? I was born in 1994, which I think is like the cut-off for a millennial, whereas Gen Z are 1995 until maybe 2005? I don't know. Could be interesting. Millennials are sort of getting on a bit. Interesting to see what young people are spending their money on, and this one is based in the UK as well, which is interesting. This one is based in London. So the title of the video is Living on £40,000 a year in London, England, Gen Z Money. 40 grand does not seem like a lot for London. Really not a lot at all actually for London as far as I'm aware, so let's see how this person manages that. Should be interesting.
Please don't mess up the mood. Yeah. I work too hard for it. No, I need to beat it before you mess up the mood. Yeah.
She has a Moncler jacket. Pricey.
Hi, my name is Anya, I'm 23 years old and I live in London. I'm a data engineer and I make £40,000 per year. Currently, I only have one source of income, which is my daily job. However, this pandemic showed me how important it is to have multiple streams of income. And therefore, I started my YouTube channel, which is not generating any profits or any type of income yet. However,
Neither's mine. So, I feel the pain. Also, that brown lamp she has on her desk, I've got a blue one right there. Can you see that? Can you see? Don't know why I showed you that as if I would make that up. But my YouTube channel doesn't make any money either. Probably won't for a long time. Sort of just a hobby, really. But the target is to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And I'm only on 1,400 just now. So before we go any further, subscribe to the video. Thank you. Let's get back into it.
are not always lost. I do really enjoy doing it. I started my channel to share my journey to financial independence, as well as encourage young people to start investing, because the earlier you start, the better off you will be in the future. I also...
Very correct. Invest in personal finance, wealth, making money in general. The earlier you start, the better. Typically.
I want to encourage more young people to enter the tech industry, as I find it a very exciting and dynamic industry where you learn a lot and you also contribute to shaping the future we will live in. I find the career within tech to be very rewarding, and I want to encourage more women to be STEM babes and, you know, just kill it in the game. Financial literacy, I feel like, is a very important subject that is not taught at school, unfortunately. I think of money as a tool, and I think that we shouldn't be afraid of using it to our advantage. When I started investing, I saw that there's a gap in the market.
Before she goes any further, I'm wondering, because I don't know what she's going to say yet, but she's looking at charts and she's zooming in and out on her charts. I can see it here. It's a Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin chart. Is she trading Bitcoin or is she investing in Bitcoin? Because a lot of people who trade stocks, shares, forex, crypto, they love charts, whereas long-term investors don't look at charts as often and don't zoom in as much. I find, at least. Could be wrong, prove me wrong, but seems to be more trading that you pay as much attention to charts. I could be wrong, but in my experience, zooming right in on the charts down to the 5-minute chart or 1-minute charts is trading more than investing. Could be totally wrong though, because I don't know what she's going to say next. Let's find out.
And I didn't really see many people talking about investing, especially here in the UK. And if they were much older than me and they weren't really going through the similar struggles that I was. Therefore, I couldn't really resonate with them. That's also why I created my platform, where we, the Gen Z, can come together and learn together and, you know, get rich together. As a Gen Z member, I feel like we have a huge advantage that we can learn from the past mistakes of millennials and take all of that and, you know, implement all these strategies that really are foundational.
Vanguard, good. I use Vanguard. Value as of the 2nd of May. So this is an old video actually. Don't know why this one was suggested to me, but Vanguard, they are good. I use them. Can confirm I like that platform.
Of wealth and start investing from a young age. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, Learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourself. I want to help young people to get rid of any negative stigma and connotation with money and think of it as a tool. Either it controls you or you control it. It was really important for me that my wants and my needs don't exceed 50%.
So just looking at this chart, she makes £2,350 a month, take home pay, presumably. So she spends £1,000 on investments, which is great, brilliant, really good actually. Savings £500, cool. She's spending £450 on housing. There must be a flat share HMO situation, because £450 a month anywhere is pretty cheap, let alone London. So I'd be interested to see if she tells us more about that.
And I'm very happy to report that I was able to do that. I do consider myself to be very frugal, or as one might say, a financial minimalist. I'm very lucky that my parents taught me frugality and also how to live way below your means. So that is definitely something that I took from home. They showed me how to resist lifestyle inflation, which I'm very grateful for. My relationship with money has ups and downs, I would say. I feel like when I was younger and I was still in school, my parents didn't really give me allowance. Every day they would give me some money for lunch, and that was the only money that I would ever get from my parents. And
that was the same with me when I was younger. I used to get £10 pocket money per week, and this was supposed to be based on if I tidied my room, hoovered, done various things, but that did definitely slip over time. But one thing my mum did stipulate when I was younger was if I wanted new trainers, which I always wanted new trainers very regularly because I skateboarded, and skateboards, they ruin your shoes very quickly. If I wanted to get a new pair of trainers every 3 months, 2 months for £40 or £50 a go, I was going to have to start saving up my own pocket money, which did instill good money habits in me when I was young. Wasn't particularly happy about it at the time, but I am thankful 18 years later, or however long it's been.
don't get me wrong, I was not deprived of anything. Anything that I needed, my parents did provide that. However, they didn't really believe in letting a young kid manage money, which I feel like left me very deprived of that money management experience that I wish I had. When I went to university, I was very lucky that my parents still supported me financially. So they would ask me how much money I would need to live. And that's when I started budgeting and learned how to do it. So I would calculate the amount of money that I would need for rent, for food, and for other things that I would need. And then they would give me that amount of money. And after that, I could never ask them for more. So I had to be very careful for the amount of money that I asked, as I knew that it was quite a financial burden for my parents to support me while I was studying here in the UK. I
wonder if it was a bit of a financial burden on her parents when she was in university. Was there scope to get a part-time job at university? I wonder. Definitely would have helped with the budget, I would think. But again, I don't know personal situations, so it's difficult to comment on, but a part-time job definitely seems to help when you're at university, so I've heard.
Only ask for the amount that I absolutely needed, and I feel like because of that, I brought my university habits and the standard of living to when I started working, which is the main reason why I think I'm able to keep my wants and my needs below 50%. My parents have worked a lot throughout their whole lives, and they also sacrificed a lot to provide me with the life that I have now. And I am forever grateful for that. My biggest expense is, of course, housing. And
she says her biggest expense is housing, but it's not a big expense. She's saving more than she's spending on housing, which is good. I'm very curious how she is achieving that, particularly in London.
Living in London is not cheap. However, that doesn't mean that you can't find a good deal. Currently, the place that I'm living in, I share with other people, and I think that would be my biggest tip to lowering the housing cost as much as possible. I pay for this place for £150, and I was actually able to negotiate this number down as we moved in during the pandemic. So definitely don't be shy to ask and negotiate the price. My travel
I wonder how many people live in that property. If it's a HMO or if it's just a 2-bed and it's just her and a roommate. Or if it's one of these mega HMOs with 8 people living in it and the landlord's making an absolute killing. Although £450 per month for a room still seems low, even just for a room. It still seems pretty low for London.
cost is close to zero, as due to the pandemic I don't have to commute to work and I am able to save a lot of money because of that. I love food and I'm actually not a huge fan of ordering in. Most of my meals are home cooked, and at the worst case scenario I probably order in like twice, 3 times a month. I don't have any debt except my student loan. However, student loans in the UK work a bit differently than the ones in the US. You only pay it off once you reach a threshold, and even then it's a small percentage, and it actually gets written off after 30 years. I try to be sensible with my money and try not to spend a lot, but if I do, it is with my Amex for those cashback points. I'm a huge believer in giving back, and every month I do try to donate some money to causes and people that I believe in, and I feel like it is training my financial mindset to be open so more cash can flow in. I'm a huge...
They do say that. I have heard a lot of successful, wealthy people say the more you give, the more you get back. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but I have experienced that. There has been times where I've offered to pay for breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffees, whatever, with people, and it does come back. You are invited by those same people to do things again. If you go meet someone for coffee and you offer to pay for the coffees, that person is more inclined to ask you to go for coffee again. Chances are they'll probably pay for the next time. But if that's in a business setting, you've got your foot in the door into the next meeting a lot of times, just by being generous and offering to pay for the coffee for the sake of £3 or £4. Same goes with breakfasts, dinners. When affordable, don't just spend all of your money all the time on other people, because it doesn't all come back to you. But apparently the more you give, the more you get back, and I think that is true.
Advocate for the FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early. That's also why I try to save and invest such a huge portion of my paycheck every single month. Currently, I'm quite flexible when it comes to the proportion of my savings and investments. It varies from month to month.
She loves crypto. This is the second or third time that cryptocurrency screens have shown up. So I think she's on CoinGecko, sorry. But she has 3 tabs open on CoinGecko and only 1 showing of Vanguard. So I hope that our savings haven't considerably dropped with the rest of the crypto market, because this seems to be an older video.
I don't have a family to feed and I don't have that many responsibilities. I feel like I can afford to invest a bit more at this stage of my life, which I am taking advantage of. Currently, I do have an emergency fund for 8 months, so I'm not worried about that. I am thinking of doubling it for 16 months just to be on a safer side. However, I'm very reluctant to do that because for me, money just sitting there are wasted opportunities, and I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that. My plan is to become financially independent by the age of 35, and I still have 12 years to do that, and hopefully I will be able to achieve my goal.
So I have heard of the FIRE movement. When she says financially independent, does she mean financially independent as in she doesn't rely on an income from a job or working? Because seemingly she is financially independent. And the way that I would categorise it, she is living in her own place. She doesn't own it, but she's paying rent. She has her job which funds her investments, funds her food, her bills, her rent. That is financial independence. You're not relying on anyone else for your money. You're relying on an employer, I suppose, but I guess you must mean financial independence as in no requirement for working if you don't want to. I would categorise it differently, but regardless, it's a good goal to have.
Looking ahead, I want to continue growing my YouTube channel and build a community of strong, smart, financially savvy women, and help Gen Z to conquer the world loaded with confidence and financial literacy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment down below and like this video. Hey, subscribe to my channel to join me on the journey to financial independence and lifelong learning. Thanks, guys.
So that's the video over. An interesting video. Seems like a nice girl. Very switched on. And definitely has a good career ahead of her, let's be honest. She's going to do well. But I'm wondering now, just the way she signed that video off, has she filmed this herself? I've seen this before. People film millennial money videos, or Gen Z money in this instance. I've said at the start that this is a Gen Z money video. and I thought that was a new series. But have I been had? Has she posted this on her own YouTube channel? And I need to check this. Oh, I've been had. What an idiot. I'm so dumb. So Anya, in the video, she made this video. She made this video. This wasn't posted by CNBC. This is not a new series by CNBC. Gen Z Money is her own spin-off. I'm looking at the description now. Hi guys, here's my own spin-off of the Millennial Money series. What an idiot. I only realised that this was her own video at the end when she said like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. And I thought, why would she be saying that for a CNBC video? Right, okay. My plan at the beginning of the video was to go and have a look at her channel and see how many subscribers she had, just out of curiosity, if she's still posting videos and stuff. So now I'm definitely going to do that because the editing worked. Well done to her. Let's have a look. And obviously I'll put her link into her channel in the description. I can't believe that I was had like that. Anya has 804 subscribers. She hasn't posted a video in 3 months. I wonder why. I'm going to have to do a Millennial Money style video here. Her average video seems to be around 300, 400, maybe 500 views. The Millennial Money one, or Gen Z Money that I've just been had by, is 13,000 views. Now I'm going to go into the comments and see if anyone else was tricked. I mean, well done, because the editing was spot on to catch me out like that. So I'm looking in the comments and no one is mentioning the fact that they were tricked here. So it must have just been me. Well, this video, I'm not going to make it go on any longer. As I said, I will put Anya's video in the description. I'll tag her. I'll maybe see if she has Instagram or something, send her a message and let her know that I'm going to post this. She might find it interesting. If you're watching this, Anya, hello. I cannot believe I got tricked. Thank you as always for watching, folks. I will be back next week. Remember to subscribe to the channel. The target is 4,000 subscribers. I'll see you next week. Take it easy.